Hi, everybody, and welcome to English for You. I'm Pat.
And I'm Elsie.
So today's article is the first part of a two-day article about some of the outdoor activities you can do in Taiwan, one in particular. So let's start. Elsie, do you like hiking, river tracing, or any other activities like this?
I love outdoor activities. 户外活动是我的最爱. I especially like river tracing. What about you?
I do enjoy hiking. I've gone on a few around Taipei and in a few other bits of the country. River tracing, I've only tried once. It was a lot of fun. It was a very hot day, so it was nice to be able to jump in the water and keep cool. It's something I would definitely try again.
Where did you go river tracing?
Somewhere in the Yangmingshan area. I couldn't find it on a map, just somewhere where there was a river. My friends took me there a lot more experienced, so I was just kind of going there to have a bit of fun.
Cool. I tried that in Hualien.
Mm-hmm.
It was 3 years ago. I had a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah. How was the weather? Was it a hot day, cold day?
Super hot.
Yeah, so in that case, you like a bit of cold water. It's quite nice. It's not uncomfortable.
Right.
But what kind of activity are we going to talk about today? Let's read through day 1 and find out.
Reading.
Introducing trail running. Get in touch with nature. Running is a popular hobby. However, if you run on city streets, you probably get tired of seeing the same old thing over and over. If you run in a gym, that feeling is probably even stronger. Trail running can provide an exciting change of scenery. But first, what is trail running? For one thing, it's a great way to explore nature. For another, it's a good way to get exercise. At its simplest level, trail running is running on natural paths. To begin trail running, you should prepare yourself. Start easy and don't be afraid to take it slow. Trail running shouldn't injure you, and it shouldn't make you hate running either. Besides, once you know what you're doing, you can try harder and harder trails. You might even want to try a trail running race. If so, you're in luck. Taiwan has many races for you to choose from.
So the article begins by saying running is a popular hobby. So it's something a lot of people enjoy, whether they go for a run around the park or they go to a school and run around the athletics track. It's something a lot of people do for fun, for fitness, for the social activity.
没错，今天课文一开始呢，就告诉我们 Running is a popular hobby. 跑步呢是一个受欢迎的嗜好。So do you like running, Pat?
Oh no, that's not for me. I don't mind walking over long distances, but as long as I can go slowly and take a rest. Running, like running a marathon, is not something I could ever see myself doing. How about you?
Not for me too. I don't like running. Okay, so next, the article tells us, however, if you run on city streets, you probably get tired of seeing the same old thing over and over.
Right. All you'd be seeing is buildings and cars and just a few other things like that. So you would get tired of something. This phrase, you can either say get tired of, or you can use a be verb. I am tired of it. I was tired of it. And it just means that you've experienced something a lot of times, and so it's kind of become boring for you. It's not exciting anymore. You don't really want to do it. There's no interest in there. Like if you watch the same movie over and over again, no matter how good it was the first time, it wouldn't be that good if you watched it 20 times in a row.
没错，所以呢，我们要表示对某事感到厌倦或厌烦的时候呢，我们可以用 get 或是 be 动词带出 tired of something or tired of doing something 来表示这个意思。So what is one thing that you never get tired of, Pat?
Oh, I would say I never get tired of playing with my son, and I never get tired of reading really good books.
For me, I never get tired of playing with my cat.
So we also see the phrase over and over. Now we could say here over and over again, but we can omit the again and just have over and over. And it means the same thing happening repeatedly. It happens again, it happens again. It's just one after the other, the same thing.
Over and over 或者是 over and over again 代表的是一再地再而三地，所以我们可以这样子说 For example, stop calling him over and over again. 不要一直打电话给他 He's not going to pick up the phone. 他是不会接起电话的。那回到课文来呢，我们说如果你在市区街道上跑步啊，你可能会厌倦一直看到一样的事物 You'll get tired of looking at the same things.
Exactly. So let's move on to the next sentence in the article, which says, if you run in a gym, that feeling is probably even stronger. So a gym is, of course, a place you can go to exercise. It will have a room where you can lift weights. There will be exercise machines like bikes and running machines, rowing machines. There may even be swimming pools, basketball courts, and other special rooms in the gym where you can play other sports or do other exercises. It's just a place you go to get fit, exercise, and so on. So we could say, for example, Mark joined a gym because he wanted to lose weight.
Gym 这个名词呢，代表的是健身房。那刚刚呢，我们的例句说 joined a gym 代表就是加入健身房。那如果呢是去健身房里面运动 you go to the gym or you can say you hit the gym 可以用到 hit 这个动词。那再来呢，你会在 gym 健身房里面 exercise 或是 work out 都是运动的意思。那再来啊 gym 也可以指学校的体育馆哦。所以回到课文，我们说到的是啊，如果你是在健身房跑步，那种厌倦的感觉会更强烈。这边我们看到 stronger 这个比较级前面还加了副词 even stronger 代表甚至会非常的强烈。
I'm not sure if that's true, because at least you can often watch like a movie or a TV show while you run, but everything else around you is just going to be, more machines, more people, sometimes not even a window to look out with. But let's move on in the article to kind of see what we can do about this. It says, trail running can provide an exciting change of scenery. So scenery is the things around you. If you're in the countryside, the scenery could be trees, hills, flowers, the sky above you, rivers, and so on. If you're in a city, the scenery is buildings, sometimes parks and trees, roads, and that kind of thing. Right now, my scenery is my bedroom, the things that are around me. That's about all the scenery I get these days. But yeah, it's whatever's around you. So a change of scenery, or you can say a change of scene, just means you're going to a different place and seeing different things around you.
Scenery 这个字呢，代表风景或景色。那注意哦，它是一个不可数的名词。那如果是自然的风景、自然的景色，你用 natural 去形容；那如果是人造的，你用 man-made 去形容它。那你要形容风景非常的漂亮，你可以用 beautiful， 或者是这个形容词 breathtaking 也是可以的，代表令人叹为观止的风景。那回到课文来，我们说 trail running 可以让你看到不同的景致。
But what is this? That is the question that we ask in the next part of the article. It says, but first, what is trail running?
没错，到底什么是 trail running？ 简单来说呢 ，trail running 指的是跑过乡村啦，或是高山森林的越野跑。不知道同学们有没有听过 ？And then the article says, for one thing, it's a great way to explore nature.
Now, we've used a particular kind of grammar point here, which is a sentence. It's almost like a pair. When you're giving reasons or an explanation or some examples of something, you can say for one thing, blah, 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 and then you'll say for another, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is good because saying for one thing not only lets your listener or reader know that you're going to give some supporting information or details, but that you're making one point and there will be other points to follow. So you're saying this isn't the only thing I'm going to tell you. There's going to be a list with at least 2 items on it.
没错，在说明的时候啊，如果你要先说一方面如何如何，另一方面又如何如何，你可以用 for one thing 来带出，或者是省略 thing， 你说 for one 也是可以的。那所以代表呢，你看到这个东西或听到这个东西，你就可以去预期后面会有另一方面如何如何，也就是 for another thing 或者是 for another. Okay, then what about the verb explore?
Well, that's it. This first thing is it's a great way, trail running is a great way to explore nature. And explore means to find out more about something, often by going there, walking around, looking at the details, really paying attention to your surroundings. We often think of exploring as actually going to a place. You explore a new city by walking around, taking a few buses and subway trains, seeing what the city has to offer. Going around a corner, let's see what's there. You're exploring. You can also explore a subject by reading about it in books or online. You get more information, so you have a better understanding of what the subject is about. We're talking about the first kind here, though, and that's why our example sentence says, I've never explored this area of the city before. I wonder what we'll find here.
Explore 这个动词呢，代表探索。You can explore a place， 你可以探索一个地方，一个你没有去过的地点。You can explore the world， 你可以探索整个世界。You can also explore outer space， 你也可以去探索外太空。那它的名词形式呢是 exploration， 所以太空探索这件事情呢，英文说 space exploration。那回到课文来，我们刚刚说到啊。一方面，越野跑可以让你探索大自然。What about the other thing?
Well, the next sentence in the article says, for another, it's a good way to get exercise. So as you see, we've got the pattern here. For one thing gives a reason. For another gives a second reason. In this case, it's a good way to work out.
So back to the article, 课文这边说到的是啊，另一方面，越野跑也是运动的好方式。
So the article then explains, at its simplest level, trail running is running on natural paths. We can use this phrase at its simplest level when we want to introduce the really basic definition of something. Take out all the extra details. This is what it is. This is the easiest way to explain something to someone who's never heard of it.
我们都知道 simple 是一个形容词，代表简单的。那 simplest 就是它的最高级咯，代表最简单的。所以呢，这个片语 at its simplest level 代表的是简单来说。And we also see this adjective natural.
That's right. If something is natural, it means it's to do with the world around us that isn't man-made. It's not been created by people. It's to do with nature, in other words. Nature is the noun and natural is the adjective. Natural foods would be foods we can just get, not like a pizza, which is a man-made food, though it will use natural ingredients, cheese and tomatoes and so on, to put on it. So if we find it in nature, it is natural. Here's an example. Ivy finds natural environments to be more peaceful than large cities and towns.
Natural 这个形容词呢，代表大自然的、非人造的，像是 natural environments 例句里面出现的，代表就是大自然的环境。那 natural disasters 代表的是大自然中的灾害。natural ingredients 天然的食材 natural beauty 代表就是天生的美貌。那另外呢 natural 还可以当作合理的、合乎常情的来解释，像是 it's natural to be sad when you fail an exam。你如果考试不及格、没有通过的时候，你难过是合乎常情的。Okay, so trail running is running on natural paths, right?
That's right. Let's look at the word path. So a path is some kind of very simple road from point A to point B. Now you could have a natural path, which maybe animals made from their homes to where they get water, or you could have a man-made path, anything from a big highway to a small area where people have cut bits of trees, maybe moved a few stones, made some steps in a hill to allow other people to walk up. But a path is usually quite small, and it just goes from A to B. A natural path would be a natural way through the forest without too many man-made things on it, like stopping points or roads made of cement, like the ones in cities. Here's a sentence for path. This path leads up into the mountains and ends at a beautiful lake.
Path 这个名词啊，代表的是小路、小径。所以课文说呢，简单来说，越野跑就在自然的小径上面跑步。
So the article then says, to begin trail running, you should prepare yourself. You don't just go out one morning and start running through the woods. There are a few things you need to do first.
没错，如果要开始越野跑，你需要做好准备。But how? The article tells us, start easy and don't be afraid to take it slow. 从简单的开始，而且不要怕，慢慢来。
Exactly. Don't just start doing the craziest, most difficult run. Do something easy. As the article says, trail running shouldn't injure you, and it shouldn't make you hate running either. You can say either or either, both are fine. And to injure means to hurt someone. If you injure yourself, maybe you fall down and cut your leg, or you stretch a muscle too much and it starts to really hurt. But basically, you cause some kind of damage to your body. We tend to use injure to talk about people rather than damage when we're talking about things.
Injure 这个动词呢，代表伤害、使受伤。所以呢，我们课文说啊，越野跑不会让你受伤，也不会让你讨厌跑步。Wow, it sounds really good.
Yeah, the idea is you don't really go, oh, this is so difficult. This is so hurting my legs. I'm not going to do it. So let's look at the next sentence of the article, which says, besides, once you know what you're doing, you can try harder and harder trails. So besides is an adverb, and it's used to add more information. It's kind of like saying also or what's more or something like that. You're giving more information to follow on from what you've just said. So you can say start easy and then you can get more difficult. Here's another example. I don't want to eat at this restaurant. It's too crowded. Besides, the prices in the menu are high. So you're giving extra reasons for why you don't want to eat there.
Besides 这个副词啊，代表而且除此之外，用来带出更多的资讯。所以呢，课文说除此之外，一旦你知道你在做什么之后，你就可以尝试更难的路径。
Now, we also see the grammar point in that sentence for our article today, and it's the use of what to mean the thing that. So if you say once you know what you are doing, that basically means once you know how to do this thing.
今天的英文练功房呢，我们要看到的是 WH 疑问词所引导的名词子句，也就是所谓的间接问句。那要注意的是，句型为主词加动词，加上疑问词，再加上主词以及一个动词。所以像是课文当中的 Once you know what you are doing， 它的原文句是 What are you doing， 对吗？那变成间接问句的时候，你会发现它会是疑问词加上主词以及动词。那再给同学们一个例句哦。原问句当中呢，如果你说 Where did she go last night？ 间接问句会变成 I wondered where she went last night。所以你会发现，原问句里面如果出现 do, does, did， 在间接问句里面是会不见的。而且呢，动词的时态要注意，像是这边它是过去式，所以 go 就变成了 went。Okay, let's get back to the article.
That's right. And so it says when you've started trail running, you can then do more difficult runs. And the article adds you might even want to try a trail running race. So obviously you and other people seeing who can finish first or fastest.
没错，你甚至可能会想要参加越野赛跑。And then the article says, if so, you are in luck. Why?
Well, we'll find out why in a moment. Let's take a look at the word luck first. When we talk about luck, we're kind of talking about a sort of mysterious force in the world that sometimes lets the right thing happen even when you're not trying or not really doing anything to make it happen. If we find some money on the floor, we'd say, I'm lucky. So that is good luck. If we lose some money and it falls down into the sewer, you'd say, oh no, I'm unlucky. I've experienced bad luck. And this phrase we see in the article, in luck, means I have just experienced good luck. Something good has happened to me, even though I didn't really try to make it happen. Here's another example. We tried to get a room at the hotel, and we were in luck. We got the last one.
Luck 这个名词呢，代表运气，前面放上 be 动词 be in luck， 代表运气好，走运。那课文说呢，如果你想要参加越野赛跑的话，那你就走运了。
And why are we in luck? Let's check it out. It says Taiwan has many races for you to choose from. Okay, so that brings us to the end of day one of the article. We're going to find out a bit more about a particular group of people who do this kind of activity in tomorrow's part of the article. But right now, let's go to today's For You chat question.
For You chat.
So today's chat question is, where do you like to exercise? What kinds of exercise do you like best?
Now, during the lockdown, I work out at home. My husband and I set up a little gym at home. But before this pandemic, I liked working out in the real gym. What about you, Pat?
I don't get as much exercise as I should, to be honest. A lot of the activity I do is going out for small walks or just chasing around my toddler, who definitely gives you a lot of exercise. But we are taking him swimming when we can, so I do get a bit of swimming practice in. When he takes a break, I can do a couple of lengths, that kind of thing. That's about it. When he's older, we'll try badminton and a few other sports, so I can maybe get some more exercise in then. But I prefer to go walking outside when I can. I'll sometimes get up early and do a little walk around a park just to stretch my legs and get some movement in. Okay, well,
Nice.
that's all. Yeah, it is fun when I can do it. Hopefully the weather holds. But that's all we have time for today. Join us again tomorrow to learn more about trail running and some people who do it. See you then. Bye for now.
Vocabulary Review. Gym. I've been working out at the gym for 2 weeks, and I already feel stronger. Explore. In these woods, there are many places you can explore. Natural. This insect is long and green, so it has a natural way to hide from birds. Path. There is a path that makes it easy to walk through the park. Besides. Riding a bike is a lot of fun. Besides, it's faster than walking. Luck. Harry knew it would take a lot of luck as well as skill to win the game.
智慧小补帖
Scenery. Injure.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net